Do not want to be in that tree.
Can I go here? Oh, sorry.
So now I've gone up to 2 miles per hour. And by the way, ooh, that was rough. But I have skid plates. Oh, I heard that too.
Heavy-duty pickup trucks are all in when it comes to off-road capability. And boy, do we have a video for you right now. Right, dude?
Golly gee willikers, we certainly do. And we're doing it in a fairly treacherous place because we're doing snow, and these things are mastodons. So they're going to have a little bit of a problem with traction.
I am driving the brand spanking new Ford F-250 Super Duty Tremor. This is a platinum turbo diesel truck, and it costs a lot. Actually, the same amount as your truck, right?
Over $104,000. Yes, and I'm driving the brand spanking new GMC Sierra 2500 AT4X, but it also has the AEV package.
So this is really a dream heavy-duty off-road comparison. So let's kick it off right away with the steps. Nathan, I present to you Exhibit A, my front bumper on my Tremor. Notice, from the factory, the chin spoiler is almost gone. I have extra clearance. And it has factory winch option right here. Even though I have a diesel engine, still a winch is available. It's almost $4,000. And I have about 32 degrees of approach angle.
I actually like the design of that bumper because they managed to kind of keep it a color key, and mix it in with its own unique look. So I'll give you a lot of credit on that. However, there are a couple of things I wanted to point out with mine, which was built by AEV.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of experience with these guys. No, they did not pay us to say nice things about them. But I will say this. First of all, this bumper is one of the components that comes with this truck, including the skid plating directly underneath. There's a lot more to it as well. But just in this case, you can put a winch in here. It is built specifically for that. Unfortunately, you lose an itty bitty bit of approach angle because of the way this section right here is designed, right?
Yeah, your approach is about 29 degrees, which we'll find out how that works.
It'll be fine.
But I'm jealous of your ground clearance. Your skid plates are really tucked up.
Yes, they are.
Really up high.
And doesn't that give me nearly an inch more ground clearance than you?
I don't like you. I'm using 4-low. I put the truck into rock crawl mode, which is a driving mode. And I also am selecting my rear locker. It's a selectable locker. I'm gonna turn off my parking sensors and I'm gonna climb rock. I don't think I'm having too much trouble with clearance. I do have quite a bit of it, and I'm on 35s. Oh boy.
It's not about climbing ability. These things could climb the size of Everest. It's a question of whether or not these tires are going to be able to chop through the snow and not lose traction.
Dude, I think I need a little bit of momentum.
Yeah, momentum works. This is super hard. Snow just changes the game all the way.
So I'm locking my rear diff. I'm not even playing around. The whole thing about doing this type of off-roading in snow, we've done a lot of it, is that you never quite know what's waiting for you. It may not be the same snow as before. For instance, it could have snowed, then melt, then snowed, so there may be ice underneath the snow. Obstacles underneath the snow may have shifted. This type of stuff happens. All right. I'm just going to keep a nice momentum. I think I got it. Oof. The rear slid a little bit towards that tree. I'm not happy about that, to be honest with you. Ugh. It gets really narrow here. I'm just worried because I don't want to get yelled at again for destroying something.
So wait, dude, you didn't have any traction problems? I mean, I had some slippage here.
Did you lock your rear diff?
Yes.
All I can say is that we articulated in slightly different ways. I'm talking about physically as opposed to what we're saying. So I think that just in terms of flex, they're a little bit different.
I put the same power down you did, and I maintained momentum. I didn't really push it.
Yeah, I saw that. You weren't racing. I think maybe the width of your tire matters.
Width does matter, my friend. It does.
This comparison is Goodyear versus Goodyear, but this Tremor has a Goodyear Wrangler DuraTrack tire. I'm pretty familiar with this tire, Nathan is too, because the Power Wagon uses a very similar tire, but this is a 35, Nathan.
It is, and it's really narrow too, isn't it?
Well, it's 285,
Yeah.
75 R18, and that means it's about 11.2 inches in width.
Let me show you my fatty. This is a little bit different, isn't it, Andre? I've got Goodyear Wranglers, and these are Territories.
Yeah, Territory MT, I'm a little bit jealous. Well, it's a newer technology of a tire.
Yes. And it's about 12 inches wide, isn't it?
Oh, it's a 305, yes.
Yeah, it is. So, I mean, it helps with the looks because it's got that stance. But also off-road, I like having extra flotation, and I have that here.
This is Razor Rocks. This was not us. We did not cut down the tree. There was somebody else. We're quite upset by this, but what can we do? In the snow, this is going to be a huge challenge because not only are we having trouble going forward, we can also slide side to side, which is going to be dangerous. So I'm going to attempt it.
I just want you to play this through your head as you're driving up and over that. $104,000 plus. That's what your truck costs.
Yeah, but it's not mine. And
Oh,
which actually
but there.
makes it worse in this case because I'd have to pick up a phone and call somebody when it's damaged or if it's damaged.
Alright, dude, so I'm doing everything. I'm in rock mode, I've got my locker selected, and I am in first gear manual shifting with my 10 speed. Dude, and I have a high output V8, 6.7 liters, 500 horsepower, and 1,200 pound-feet of torque. And none of those torques matter.
Yeah, I'm backing up more. You actually slid a little bit back towards me.
We may have to do a bypass because this is treacherous. I'm gonna call it, dude. I'm going all over the place. I cannot slam this truck into the rocks.
No, you really can't. And I've been watching you, and it's really, really bad. You don't have fine control is the problem. It's just too big. These things are mammoth. So your best bet is to go around, I guess.
Yeah, and at least, they weigh, 8,500 pounds a piece at least?
Yeah, that's all.
All right, let's run the bypass, which is also super hard.
It's much better in smaller vehicles, I can tell you that.
It might be that my DuraTrack tire is not the best tire for this condition. And it might be that Nathan's tire is better. We'll have to wait and see. One thing that I am pretty happy about is I'm pretty happy that I do have clearance still. About 10.4 inches of it. Which is not a tremendous amount of clearance on paper, but in reality, it's not bad. Okay, I did it.
Although, I gotta be honest with you, this thing doesn't seem to struggle quite as much as the Ford. I think it is the width of the tire. Of course, with that being said, I'm sliding quite a bit. Okay, around this truck. Do not want to be in that tree. Man. go home now.
But Nathan, check this out. My F-250 has tremor shocks. Actually, this is basically Ford's tuning. It's their own shock and it's their own tuning. I do have a leaf spring in the back. I do have a coil in the front, but I have solid axles front and rear.
Andre, there's something to be said about having a suspension system that's tried and true in a variety of different vehicles, and they're finally using it in the heavy duty, and that is, of course, the DSSV.
Yeah,
you gotta admit.
You have multimatics.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Now, I do have rear leaf springs, solid rear axle, of course, but I have a very different front end than you do. I have an independent front suspension, which means, at least on the road, it feels a little bit more car-like in terms of its overall performance. I think I handle better.
But will you articulate as good as I can?
Well, apparently in this current sentence structure, yes, I can.
I can't even articulate anything. All right, dude, so I think we're learning a few things, especially about our tires, right? But the next challenge is true for dare, then sawtooth, but then the last challenge is to come down the mountain without turning into a big sled.
Yes, I so look forward to not flying down the mountain, rolling over and turning into a ball of flaming death in the middle of snow. That would really suck.
So true for dare, I say we do the more difficult path as always. And I'm not terribly worried, but I'm a little jealous of your skid plates.
Hell, I'm jealous of my own skid plates.
Alright, so I'm gonna go over this rock, I hope. Yes, I did it. Come on, Duratrax, you can do it. Yes! Ooh, the snow is getting deeper! Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
That sucks, frankly. I'm really worried about getting up too much momentum on the snow and having issues.
Is there a rock in front of my front tire?
Yeah, there's a rock, yes.
All right, Nathan, do you want to try to get a little bit closer to me?
Want my honest answer?
Oh, come on.
So you may have noticed there's a little bit of a disparity in terms of power. So I don't put out as much. All this is a very new Duramax. I put out 470 horsepower and 975 pound-feet of torque, which is still plenty. I do have a 10-speed automatic transmission as well. So I was playing a lot of heavy metal until I got to the really slippery stuff, and I realized that that makes me even more jittery, especially all the caffeine I tend to drink. So, mellowed it out. I've been playing a lot of blues and some jazz. Trying to think along the lines. Think bluesy, think jazzy. In other words, don't be reckless.
Well, you made short work of that.
Yes, I think I have a little bit of an edge on you in the snow because of my tires.
I think so.
Yeah, I don't think it's anything else.
I mean, it's a different technology of the tire. You're a little bit wider.
Yeah.
You have more footprint.
Yep.
So you have all those things. I don't even know if I can climb this in the snow.
I don't think you should.
Let me give it a try.
Okay. Nice knowing you. I mean, great. You go ahead, and I'll watch.
Okay.
Yeah, lead the way.
Welcome to the new Super Duty.
Yeah.
May I point out that Ford has a different methodology when it comes to Super Duty, heavy duty trucks and off-roading. You can get a Tremor with a variety of different trims, and this is a Platinum luxury.
Okay, so this is about top of the line, right?
Almost, yeah. Basically almost as high as a tremor can be optioned.
Okay.
And look at my cameras. I have lots of them. I have a 12-inch display. I can look towards my rear tires. I can look towards my front tires. See them turning?
Yeah.
I have, well, of course, an exhaust brake. I also have trail control system, basically slow speed crawl control, and trail turn assist, which helps me swing around tight turns.
So that locks one of the tires when you're going around something. Okay,
Yeah.
I don't have that, but I do have, I think actually my screen might be wider than yours, just by a bit. I have a lot of cameras too, so I'll show you those. What else you got?
Well, I have 4 low, 4 high. I have drive modes, and I have a rear locker.
I'm sorry, do you have auto?
No.
So you don't have any auto?
No.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Go forward. Okay. I'm almost making fresh tracks. 500 horsepower. Okay, I need vision. I need vision camera. I cannot go too crazy because it's very tight. I cannot hit my sides. I'm going up. I did it. Ooh, Ooh, I don't know if I can go there. Can I go here? Oh, sorry. Oh. I almost hit that big rock.
So if you are concerned about body damage and you bought your $104,000 truck, you might want to avoid the snow.
Figure this out.
Jeez, Andre. He is struggling.
There I am. This is hard. I cannot see the obstacles. And the trees are on both sides of me. I cleared it. Oh wow, that's dangerous.
Very different button than yours for starting.
Yes, it is.
I actually am not a huge fan of this. I would rather a circle for some reason. Okay, here we go. Look at that
Whammo.
screen, nice and wide. That is a wide. That is a wide screen. That is. Okay, couple things I wanted to point out real quick.
Yeah.
Camera control. Oh, look at that. Got a nice little bird's eye view. I got this little view right here, and then I can do that. And then I can do that to the bed. I can do that. I can do the sides. And that side.
It is similar.
There's a lot of things that are similar.
Yeah.
We both have giant heads-up displays.
Yes.
I think that my cameras and yours are very close in terms of their clarity and everything else, so it's going to be really hard to determine which one's better in my book, although I like mine better. You know why?
Why?
Bigger screen.
Yeah, but you have darkness here. Why aren't you using this area?
Because we all need darkness in our lives in order to balance out the light. Okay, so let's go to a couple other things real quick.
Yeah.
My control layout is a little simpler than yours. And as I mentioned before, and I don't know if I said it loud enough, I have auto.
So I got automatic all-wheel drive?
Yeah, well, yes. And so
Yeah.
I've got high, low, and auto, which is sweet.
But you can't swing your truck around.
No, but I have a rear locker, and
And you have hill descent control. Of
course I do.
Well, I mean...
what's wrong with hill? Come on, what's wrong with hill descent controls?
Well, can you climb mountains with it?
Well, yeah, I have an off-road mode. Look, check this
Okay,
over here.
okay.
Drive mode. It says off-road. I don't really know what it means. Okay, so there's that, and off-road, and normal.
Well, it's very simple. It's either off-road or on-road.
Which is good, because simplicity is good.
Okay, I have like several slippery modes.
Of course you do.
See, I have many modes, including eco driving. I also have slippery road. I have off-road. And I have rock crawl. Yes.
All right, here we go. This thing does not want to go up, and I don't blame it. Yeah. Ugh. No bueno. I will say this, despite everything else.
I don't think there's any other way but splitting the tree.
That's what I was gonna do, go straight through it.
So your front tire here is hitting a big rock. So you may need to go a little bit passenger to go around it.
Okay.
So try to go passenger.
Am I back on the rock?
No, you're fine.
Let me try 2-foot it here. Just digging.
I would back up a little and try again. Stop. Now forward.
You just need to stay in it a little bit, a few seconds.
All right.
Because you got a route where I am. Yes, you're good.
Okay, that sucked.
See, Nathan, piece of cake.
I don't want to do that again.
Do you want to skip Sawtooth? Are you okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't like any of this, dude?
No. Having vehicles on unpredictable surfaces that cost as much money as, I don't know, half my house. No, I don't.
Okay, so the next challenge would be descending, because once gravity takes over, I don't know what's going to happen.
You have hill descent control, right?
Yes, I do. So I would suggest you and I both use hill descent control systems.
Yes.
And maybe the computers can help us.
I like the funky dancing too.
Okay.
That really helps.
But
longer distances between us too.
yeah, so how about I descend?
Yeah.
And as soon as I make that right turn,
Then
I'll radio you. Because if you become a sled, I don't want you to
plow into you
Yeah.
and with my superior bumper and knock you into a ditch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry, dude. My dream comparison is turning into a kind of a treacherous adventure.
I would use the word nightmare, especially if something tends to go wrong, and they do when you're going downhill.
All right, so I just set my trail control system to like the slowest speed possible, which is like 1 mile per hour. And I want to see how that works. Okay. Easy does it. It's all about traction at this point. I'm in control still. Perfect control. I want to stay this way. Okay, I'm still in control, so I'm good. I need to avoid that tree. Please don't go in the tree. So far so good, but we're not done yet. We still have to go down where the steps are. I'm good. You can start your descent.
You hear that crunching? That's me with my foot off the brake pedal, which does not, frankly, fill me with joy. And the hill descent control is triggering the ABS systems as we're going downhill. We've got some really sharp rocks coming up. I'm a little concerned about those. A slice of tire here would really suck, and I know these are really strong tires, good sidewalls and all that. Lots of different things in them in order to make them super strong. I want to get around this one obstacle here. God, these things are so heavy, they just slide in a spot that I really don't want them to slide. Come on, get around that rock, get around. Yeah, just made it. The big mirrors really do come in handy. Okay. That was like one of the bigger obstacles I had to get around. Everything else should be okay. So now I've gone up to 2 miles per hour. Now, by the way, ooh, that was rough. But I have skid plates. Oh, I heard that too. Yeah, this sucks. I don't like it. I'm not having fun. Hell of a challenge. even with hill descent control on, making sure that I don't get into a slide while I'm turning around these obstacles and I can feel the vehicle push. These things are really heavy. So the propensity for, you know, extra motion when you're heading downhill, oh yeah, it's right there.
And for the final touch, we have to descend around the Razor Rock area and the steps, which is actually challenging in normal conditions, not icy and snowy conditions, but I don't even want to think about this now. Okay. I mean, these trucks are large. We're talking about 160-inch wheelbase on these standard bed crew cabs. They're very, very super competitive, almost same lengths, almost same weight, same price, almost the same equipment. Boy. Wow, articulation is actually quite good. Alright, dude, I think I'm through. Do you want to try this?
Okay, just easing the butt down. Using the hill descent control. Yeah, it's working really good, actually. Alright, get around this corner here. Not much I can do. I just have to kind of steer the boat, because there's only one way across this obstacle. Once again, going down a lot harder than going up. There we go. Come on, girl. That's it. Oof. Okay. Well, today kind of sucked. I really wish we didn't have to have pushed these poor trucks in this type of condition. Now he's going to talk over this, of course.
What is your verdict? I mean, I just saw maybe an inch on the left-hand side of you and then an inch on your right-hand side. You really threaded the needle.
Yeah, as I mentioned on camera before, driving in these types of conditions, especially in trucks this heavy, it's really treacherous and it's very difficult. You don't know what's under the snow. You don't know whether or not there's ice under the snow, how long the snow's been here, a whole bunch of things. And also the direction that we're going, sometimes only momentum can dictate that. And with trucks this heavy, that can be an issue. So yes, they did a magnificent job considering how they were, you know, positioned in this element. But the other side of it is my truck did better.
So I would say GM and Ford are approaching this topic in slightly different ways. GM is going kind of all the way luxury and really good hardware. Ford is offering a variety of choices, right? Because the Tremor can be had in an F350 configuration, F250, diesel or gas. GM can be had in diesel or gas, but you cannot have like a more of a base version of your off-roader.
There's a huge elephant in the room aside from me, and that is, where's Ram?
Well, we didn't have a Ram Heavy Duty Rebel available or a Power Wagon available, but these two are remarkably close in their equipment and price.
And I think in the end, the winner is the tire manufacturer, Goodyear in this case, because they gave us good tires.
And if you have a ridiculous amount of money that you want to spend on these things and take them into the snow, I highly recommend snow tires.
Well, check out oldtfl.com for everything automotive in one place, and we'll see you next time, folks.
Adios.